Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Slice him up!
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. What's that? Did I imagine it?
Quick! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Show what you're made of! I'm all yours! God! Go!
Whoa!
Ja. Go. Ja.
Oh. Whoa.
Greetings.
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord. And he's sorry about it. Mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank you for everything. Take care.
Whoa!
everyone.
Whoa!
Greetings. I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Bit chilly.
Greetings, my friend.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beast.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't...
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of... He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting?
What's going on around here?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too, at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the...
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God...
One more time.
In the rocks above...
Do you have any more?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here.
That sounds good.
It actually came about by chance when the Miller Crazel and me bet on who has the strong... Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat... And that's pretty much it.
Thanks, innkeeper. I'll have a look at the wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything
their wages
then,
at
eh?
the baths on girls who wash their cocks. The little wives of Kuttenberg. They love the...
What are you two talking about then?
A peasant like you would never understand.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
You? But... Sorry, but how is anyone to know that when you're dressed in those rags?
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
Well, why not? My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on...
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with...
It's Henry.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God.
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really?
So, you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Onorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks...
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
And highborn.
Clever.
Experienced.
Intrepid.
Unique.
In short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man...
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
Humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
A loot! We need a loot!
God be with you.
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the Carpenters in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it?
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
If you get hungry, we have an excellent chicken in wine sauce.
Christ, pardon me.
What can I do for you?
Tell me more about these...
It's really quite simple. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like... Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to... And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy...
I'd like to try the...
Why not? If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send some... Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine.
Metaphor. It's what Aristotle regards as the foundation stone of composition.
Huh?
An ass like you couldn't possibly understand.
Hey, huh? I'd never pollute my head with such codswallop.
Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
A jug of wine, thanks. How about the Ballad of Sinful Sally? Or my
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Kuttenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
I'm curious to see...
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But
Remember when they tried to steal Olbrum's bull?
How could I forget? Those idiots made so much noise, they woke up half the village. Even the bull was... I'll have a jug of wine! Still, Olbram's been overdoing it ever since. Keeping the bull guarded.
Stick it into Race's butt. Face with tears of joy or Divish butt. Face with tears of joy or Hanish big hairy butt. Face with tears of joy.
There now.
Quick! Whoa!
So this is where the merchant's wagon tipped over. Everything floating here must be his. Poor fella. can't swim. I can't swim.
Whoa!
Ka!